Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are you ready for the Lancashire Hotpots virtual pub quiz? And here's your quizmaster, Dickie Ticker.
Pockers, welcome. It's Monday night. Welcome to the Lancashire Hotpots virtual pub quiz. I'm Dickie. I'm your virtual quizmaster for this Monday evening. It's great to be back quizzing. What a fantastic way to start the week. Hopefully you're going to join us tonight. If you're going to join us, you're going to need four things. You're going to need a pen, paper, you're going to need a drink and some nibbles. If you're playing along with us tonight, type your name in the box below. If there's a couple of you and you've got a team name, whack that in as well. And maybe using an @ symbol, you can tag a friend or colleague and try and get them to play along with us tonight. Whilst you do all that, I'm going to have to speak to some guests / members of the Hot Pot. Oh, that's a bit of a tease, and there's a bit of a lineup change tonight. But first, let's speak to the man who's finally returned to the warm bosom of the quiz. It's Bernard. Bernard, what's your name and where you calling from?
How are you doing, Internet Land? It's lovely and special to be back this evening. My name's Bernard, and I'm from Lancashire!
Yay! Lovely to see you again, Bernard. Lovely to see you again. For what is, technically, for me and my pre-recording of quizzes, quite a period of time. Have you been busy? Have you been, finding things to do?
Stacked out, youth. Stacked out. Been doing a bit of decorating. I whizzed the Hoover round for the first time in 3 or 4 years, so that was exciting. Found some plectrums that I'd had when I was 9. So.
Oh, very good, very good.
Yeah.
And what are your drink and your nibbles for this evening?
I'm glad you've asked. Let's get the drink out of the way. Medibo.
Yep, medicinal.
Standard.
Medibo.
It's classic Bernard. It's apples. It's fizzy. It's Bow. And I think you're really going to enjoy this. It's not over the top, but it is dishlicious. What's the sauce? French fries.
Oh, is that part of a multi-pack? Are you a multi-pack, Malcolm?
It's not at all. These were bought individually, and believe it or not, they were 79 pence.
They're getting dearer these days. They're getting dearer. A man of your substantial means can stretch the French fries, though.
Yeah, and with the flavouring way out, I'll follow.
Well, you're speaking so much sense there, Bernard. Right, okay, you hang on, tuck into those while I speak to the next man on the carousel of fun. It's Kenny. Kenny, what's your name and where are you calling from?
I'll do cockers. Kenny Body here, and I'm from Lancashire.
Yay! He's the belter from Bespin. There he is. And the great thing about talking to you, Kenny, is that you always give us a unique and individual... Sorry, there is a clock. Whenever you move your head,
yeah.
There's a clock.
It's kind of ruining the illusion just a little bit, isn't it?
It
makes the whole scene look a little bit Salvador Dali. I like it.
And it also reveals that the fact that this quiz is indeed pre-recorded, unless we're in some sort of international timeline.
There we go. I've just shifted myself over a little bit.
When time becomes a loop. Etc.
Nice orbital gag there. Yes, so Kenny never fails to delight and entertain us.
One franchise, but yeah.
With some belting crisps / snacks and beers. So what have you got for us tonight?
Tonight, Matthew, I am drinking a Brewdog. Hello, my name is Gail. And it doesn't look very special because they've just, bunged a white label on a silver can. But those in the know will know that Brewdog, Hello, My Name is a kind of series that they do that they've not done for a while. But usually what they do is they do like an IPA and they take a country of origin, get some kind of ingredient, usually some kind of fruity ingredient, and give it a name that's apt for that location. And like, for example, Hello, My Name is Ingrid, I believe was a Swedish one. And Hello, My Name is Mette Marit, which was a Norwegian one, and etc. So yeah, they normally just stick something in it from a location. But this one has been brewed using the power of wind. So it's Hello, My Name is Gail. So it's not got any special ingredient other than the wind itself.
Wow.
I see.
Wow.
I see.
Changing the way that beer is made. Thank you, Brewdog. Thank you.
And I'm sure there'll be an appropriate amount of wind at the other end once it's been consumed.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, they're going all carbon, not just carbon neutral, but they're going all carbon negative, aren't they? They're planting a lot of trees.
Yeah.
You know, trying to help the environment, which is nice. It's nice.
Lovely. And what have you got to wash down your Gaily brew?
Well, I've gone a bit nutty again this week, but in the form of a bar, a Mr. Tom.
Mr. Tom's Nutty Bar. Oh, they've been around for a while.
I hope you've got the number of an emergency dentist.
Well, in these times, I'll probably struggle. They probably won't see it as an emergency unless I pull the lot out. So better be careful, haven't I?
Well, it's not the only time.
It is quite chewy, isn't it? As you can see, it's quite
it's chewy, not chalky.
It's not the only time you've sat in front of your laptop and pulled the lot out. Anyway, right, you took into that, Kenny. While I go to the next member of the fun strip on the right hand side of my computer. His name is Billy. Billy, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello there, my name's Billy McCartney and I'm calling from a lovely little borough of Liverpool called St Helens, Merseyside.
Which is Lancashire. Yay! It is. Lovely to have you back on the quiz, Billo.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
Fantastic. And what have you got to, whilst you're quizzing, to nibble on and to drinkle on? Tell the listeners, viewers.
Well, I don't drink a lot of alcohol, but tonight I thought I would go for Heineken. I'm not going to drink too much. I don't want to start talking rubbish during the quiz. And, yeah, so for my...
That bottle is almost as big as your head.
It's in that time thing.
He's gone again.
And for my snacks, I've got Skittles.
Oh, yeah. Very good taste.
The rainbow.
Rennie.
Yeah.
And an immediate Rennie for the afterburn.
What that's giving the viewers is usually we go with something crispy or nutty. That's a sweet addition and much approved by myself. Very good, another option there.
And if you put a load of Skittles in your gob whilst you're drinking your lager, it sort of automatically turns into a BrewDog beer anyway. I'm getting fruit. I'm getting cherries. All that sort of thing.
What it was, I've been getting a lot more healthy, so I thought I need to get all my fruit in the one day. So I thought about this.
Very sensible. Right, cheers, Billo. You sit and relax while I talk for the very first time to a special guest quizzer tonight. His name's Ricardo, but Ricardo, what's your name and where are you calling from?
My name's Ricardo Autobahn, and I'm calling from Lancashire.
Yay! He is indeed. And just to prove that you are calling from Lancashire, would you like to give the viewers at home a reasonably non-specific Lancashire type location?
This non-specific Lancashire type location I'm going to give is Preston.
Preston, you're in the
vicinity,
PR.
The environs of PR.
You're in the middle. You're right in the middle.
So now that I've got you on a big full screen, you were merely but a small icon before. I can see there's some startlingly entertaining things in the back behind you, including two fantastic books. Would you like to quickly run us through the books?
The books, right to left. I've only ever read two books in my entire life, both autobiographies. The autobiography of Ed Stewpot Stewart from Radio 1. Donna Stell's Sing Lofty autobiography, widely regarded as the worst autobiography in the world.
Are either of those signed editions?
Unfortunately, the Donna Stell is not the rare unsigned edition. Ed Stewpot's is not. And never will be.
It's amazing what you can get down the works, isn't it?
Unbelievable.
And you've got some discs behind you, commemorative sales discs.
As you can see, what you can't see is the blank wall space above where I was going to put the subsequent silver discs that never really came. So there we go, my glorious chart career in two plaques, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go. The plaques that even a dentist wouldn't be afraid to tackle. So that's your workspace.
The Ricardo Autobahn Studio, Archive and Visitor Centre.
Brilliant. But more into? Oh, go on.
Closed to visitors.
Since 1994 and the horrific incidents.
Nobody's coming in.
Nothing to do with the COVID. What have you got for the listeners / viewers to have a look at in terms of your drink and your nibbles?
As you know, I've got a very sweet tooth when it comes to alcoholic beverages, so I've gone for the Aldi peach cider.
Oh, very nice. That's the first appearance on the quiz.
The peach is the greatest of all the fruits, but it's very difficult to consume, and this is a much more easy way. Nature's goodness, ladies and gentlemen, nature's goodness.
I like it.
Well done. Yeah.
And for your nibbles?
5 a day as well.
A bag of snacks, a bag of potatoes.
Oh, I tell you what, having just come back from Northern Ireland, I can vouch that the potato salt and vinegar are an absolute flavour explosion.
Now these are the Northern Irish, I think, cheese and onion. Apparently, there's a difference between the Northern and mainland island potatoes. And
Is that to be sure? Is that to be sure?
I was sent these to see if I could tell the difference. I can't, but the texture of the Northern Irish ones is superb.
I've had the salt and vinegar ones, and they were very, very crisp. And believe it or not, and I don't know whether to eat these myself or save them for a Consonant Corner, I've got some Tato Craft.
Corner.
Thanks, Kenny. You're the only one who's plugged in.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yes, I don't know.
I had a mouthful of Mr. Tom as well.
Well, it's not the first time. I think we just better crack on with the quiz. Anyway, thanks, Ricardo.
Hello, thank you, yes.
Strap yourself in, get ready for 10 fantastic questions on 10 hot pot themed topics. Hot potters at home, are you ready? Hot pots on the other end of this quiz, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, let's get quizzing. Yes. Question number 1 is music. And Hot Chocolate were a British soul band who had some massive bangers back in the 70s and 80s. You Sexy Thing, Everyone's a Winner, there were others. What was the name of their lead singer? Easy one, that one. Easy one.
Not when you rubbish at names, it's not.
Oh, no, well, you have got a name blindness, Kenny, but Hot Chocolate...
Yeah, I can see.
He believes in miracles, or he did until he sadly passed in 2015. But what was the lead singer chap's name? Question number 2 is films. And I want to know who directed the 2004 and 2008 Hellboy films. Now, I'll give you a little bit of a clue. His name might be a little bit difficult to spell, but however you want to spell it, phonetically, have a good guess. Even if you didn't get your GCSE in the English, just put it down. Who directed the 2004 and 2008 Hellboy films?
Why do you insist on doing movie questions when you know I'm going to be in the quiz? Why?
Well, you get it swings and roundabouts. There are rounds where you may be slightly better.
Is there a rocket from the crit round?
There is.
There was a Strongbow question the other week, but you didn't turn up.
Yeah,
so...
you didn't turn up, so
I was stacked out.
Yes, something out anyway. Question number 3 is our egg, sausage, chips and beans round, and this week it's sausages. And in 2013, 80s dandy highwayman Adamant released a song called Sausage on his Adamant is the Blue Black Hussar in Marrying a Gunner's Daughter album.
Classic.
Oh.
Not my words, the words of Adam Ant. But what I want to know is, what is Adam Ant's real name? Is it A, Stuart Liddell, B, Stuart Gibson, or C, Stuart Goddard?
I know this. I met Adam Ant many years ago. I met him and the guitarist from Adam and the Ants, and they both signed the video for me. The guitarist had a much thicker pen than Adam, so it looked like Adam was just like a backing singer or something. And I was tempted to collar him outside HMV and say, stand and deliver your money or your life, but I didn't know how he was going to take it. So,
Yeah.
so I left it.
Knowing Adam, there's various ways he could have taken that. So yeah, Adamant. His real name is A. Stuart Little, B. Stuart Gibson, or C. Stuart Goddard.
Do you want my adamant anecdote?
Oh yes, please.
Yes, please. I've got one.
I've met Gordon the Gopher, an actual Gordon the Gopher, who was wearing a leather jacket signed by Adamant.
There you go.
Wow.
Hey?
7 degrees of separation. We don't have to go very far, and that's why we've had you on. You know.
And this is why I shan't be writing my autobiography.
Very short chapters.
As long as I get one of the limited edition signed copies.
Yes.
Question number 4 is Bitter Lager Cider Ale and Stout round. And this week, unsurprisingly, as I've just come back from Northern Ireland, it's stout. And this one is a Guinness, true or false. In 2004, Guinness created a full-length action movie called Critical Assignment, which was about journalist Michael Power, who uncovers government corruption and international arms smuggling, all whilst drinking many pints of Guinness. Is that true or is that false? Once again, in 2004, Guinness created a full-length action movie, Critical Assignment, about journalist Michael Power, uncovering government corruption, international arms smuggling, whilst drinking many pints of Guinness at the same time. Well, you see, the thing is, everyone's got to have, a little bit of a thing. James Bond has got his shaken, not stirred martinis, and what's his name? Michael Powers. He just drinks many pints of Guinness. But is that true or is that false?
To be sure.
To be sure. Question number 5 is our crisps round, and we've got many famous crisps which are known for their very famous flavours, but we forget there are many different variant flavours that have long since bit the dust. Here are 2 long-forgotten flavours of popular snacks and 1 false flavour. Sorry, I've had about 2 hours sleep on the ferry last night, which means some of these are a little stilted. Yeah,
You're
basically.
doing all right.
Thanks. Spot the false flavour. Is it A, beef quavers? B, brown sauce Whatsits? C, sweet and sour skips? So all those 3 are popular flavour variants of long-established snacks, but one of them I've just made up. Which one is it? Is it A, beef quavers? Can you imagine such a thing as a beef quaver? Has there ever been a beef quaver? B, brown sauce Whatsits. Could you ever imagine a Whatsit in a brown sauce variant? Or C, sweet and sour skips. Could they ever make a skip that was sweet and sour rather than prawn cocktail? What do you reckon?
You know, whatever the case, I'm going to dream about that combination tonight.
Also, is anyone else feeling like they're about to have a stroke, or did anybody else just hear a cat?
That is,
yes.
That's Watson. He wants feeding, even though he's already been fed. He's a very confused cat at the moment.
Give him the rest of those beef quavers.
Question number 6 is all about the Lancashire Hotpots.
Oh, God.
I'm out.
Bank. Unsurprisingly, Chippy Tea is our most popular song on the Spotify, but how many Spotify streams has it achieved, rounded up to the nearest 10,000? Is it A, 400,000 streams, B, 410,000 streams, or C, 420,000 streams? They're all about 400,000 too many, but how many times has Chippy Tea been played on Spotify? A, 400,000, B, 410,000, or C, 420,000 times?
Oh, it's a lot, that, you know.
It is, and you know that 37 pence when it comes through, that's going to be a valuable addition to the coffers.
400,000. That's nearly 500,000, which is nearly 1 million.
In a way. Question number 7 is I fear IKEA. And I want to know, can you guess the type of product from its IKEA name? And this week I'm giving you the name Kallax. Kallax. So what is a Kallax? Is it A, a shelving unit? Is it B, a Swedish saucepan? Or is it C, a picture frame? What do we reckon? Kallax. Kallax. Sounds like one of the bandies that Doctor Who comes into contact with, but it's not. Is it either A, a shelving unit, B, a saucepan, or C, a picture frame? Question number 8 is Everyone Loves a Bernard, but those are long since gone. This week it's Everyone Loves a Billy. And this week it's actor Billy Crystal. Billy's best-known film is perhaps 1989's romantic comedy smash When Harry Met Sally, which was written by which famous writer? Is it A, Diablo Cody, B, Nora Ephron, or C, Richard Curtis? So When Harry Met Sally, that film about can men and women just be friends and just be friends. It was written by who? A, Diablo Cody, B, Nora Ephron, or C, the Richard Curtis?
Just want to go on record as saying I'm enjoying this, chaps.
It's great. Well, you've not experienced this for a number of weeks.
Yeah, it's very nice. Thank you.
It's great. We'll all have the opportunity to raise a glass together very shortly. But first, we have 2 questions to go. The first one of which is question number 9 in our TV round. And somebody called Bob. Anyone remember Bob?
Who?
I don't. I've no idea.
Every now and again on stage, I hear like a low thud. Is that who you mean?
I think it's the bearded fella falling over.
I remember Geldof. He said, "Show us your money." Is that the Bob we're thinking of?
No, I think it might be somebody who used to be our bass player.
Bob Cratchit.
Oh, Billy's left hand. Yeah,
yes.
that's it.
Who's told you that?
It's definitely his right. Anyway, Bob Riggles, I believe is his full name. He recently played the theme tune for Minder during our fantastic live stream last month. What I want to know is, what's the name of the pub in Minder?
Oh. What are the chances of me getting that? Unbelievable.
But if you need a clue, hands up who might like a clue.
Yeah, obviously, I have no idea.
Okay. It shares the same name as a pub in a famous 2004 Edgar Wright film.
And that was a clue.
That was a clue, yes. See, Kenny's did a there.
No, pointless. Just writing words down.
Which had zombies in it. There we go. That's my final clue.
No, pointless.
And we've got to question number 10. How did we do that so quickly? Which is our potluck question. It's our true or false round. And this week, I'm going to give you the following statement. Cliff Richard was nominated for a BAFTA award in 1972. Is that statement true or is it false?
Just before we put our answers down, should we get Bob to do his Cliff Richard impression? Go on, Bob. And that question again?
Cliff Richard was nominated for a BAFTA award in 1972. He's made a lot of films. But is that statement true or is that statement false? Those are your 10 questions for this Monday night. It's officially half-time, so it's time to have a bit of a drink. Everybody, cheers.
What have you got, Dickie? You didn't. We've not seen what you've got.
I've got Clockwork Tangerine, but it was that much of a faff trying to come back from holiday and set up the equipment tonight. Yeah. I haven't actually got any nibbles, so I'm going to have to smash some nibbles post-record.
Can you not have a little go at your fingernails now to...
Oh, you don't really want to know what's been under there.
But
more than Tato dust, that's for sure. Now, we will say that Bob's doing something for his birthday. It's technically, when we're recording this, it's his birthday, so he wants to spend time with his family and his wife and his children. Loser.
Did he ask you to say that?
No, that was just on WhatsApp. I'll edit that bit out. And Ron's got childcare issues, but that doesn't matter because we've got the fantastic stand-in that is Ricardo. So a cheers to Ricardo for joining us.
Thank you, Ricardo.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Never a chore.
Wonderful. Preston's finest. So we will say at this particular point that our next live stream is coming up in a couple of weeks on Saturday, the 26th of September. We're going to be playing all the bestest songs from our first 2 albums and a couple more belters, besides even possibly a cover version of a song that we've never played before. And we've definitely never played it before yet because we don't know what song it's going to be.
This might be a surprise to the viewers as well, and a surprise to a certain bass player. But on the next live show, we will have our new bass player, Ricardo Portaban.
He's got an SH-101. He can certainly he can do it.
Show me the
He might make
SH-101
it sound like Ross, but you know.
Go on, get your black SH-101 out.
There we go. Can you see that?
Oh, yeah.
There's the 303 thing there as well. So you know, all the bass options are covered.
The low end is taken care of.
Yeah.
See, Bob, we've got
Very
options.
best.
We've got options. So here's the ticket link for the next live stream, which is Saturday the 26th. Here's a bit of something from the last one.
One last time, Chippy-T, I want to Chippy-T, but you can keep me, cause no, she don't agree with me.
That was brilliant.
Wasn't it amazing?
I mean,
Unbelievable.
I can't believe we played that well. I can't believe we played that well. So basically, you've seen the news. There ain't no live music happening for quite some time. So the only way to get to come and see the Hotpots is if you get a ticket for our next live stream and join hundreds of other Hotpotters who've already bought theirs. Now then, that's the promotional gubbins out of the way. Are you lot ready for some answers?
Yeah.
I'm Ruddy Am.
Okay, so let's get back to question number 1, which was our music round. And I said Hot Chocolate had some massive smashes back in the day. But what's the name of Hot Chocolate's lead singer, Bernard?
Absolutely no idea. Way before my time. He has got a really smooth voice. So I went with Carl.
It's got the voice of a Carl.
Can I tell you a Carl story? It's a very famous internet thing. It's not Carl, it's Mark, but it's the same thing because it involves that. Somebody went to a coffee restaurant and said, "Can I have a coffee?" And said, "What's your name?" He said, "It's Carl, but with a K." Oh, so it's Mark, but with a K. And when it came back, it said Cark. Let me just write that down for you. So his name was Mark, but with a K. So when it come back, he's called back, so he said Cark. Isn't that cool? I know Carl and Mark were 2 different things, but I ought to shoehorn that one in.
Kenny?
I can see his face. Probably going to kick myself when I hear the answer, but I didn't have a clue. Didn't want to do a billion right nothing. Just what, Willy Wonka?
Oh,
It's like chocolatey, isn't it?
He is chocolatey.
He is chocolatey, yes, all the way through. Billy?
Hello there. The lead singer from Hot Chocolate, who I once saw sitting opposite me in a Chinese restaurant, true story, is Mr. ERROL Brown.
Okay, and Ricardo?
I have no Errol Brown anecdotes. I also wrote Errol Brown.
That's because Errol Brown is the right answer.
Yeah, of course it is.
Well done.
Well done, yeah.
2 correct uns, 2 not so correct uns. Early days yet, it's early days. And question number 2 is all about films. And I wanted to know who directed the 2004 and 2008 Hellboy films. I think we might have a blank from him, but we have to go to him. Bernard?
Really not my strong point, but I've dug deep and I've gone with Guillermo del Toro.
Oh, right. Interesting. And an interesting spelling as well. Kenny?
Yeah, when you said it was a funny name, I kind of guessed the same thing, but I didn't even attempt to guess it. I just put G del Toro.
A nice, neat abbreviation. Billy?
I've done the same. I've put whatever del Toro.
Just roll your R's a lot. It's not unusual for you. And Ricardo?
I could not remember his name, but I wrote, in order to, as a mnemonic, so I could maybe remember later, I wrote the Pan's Labyrinth bloke who built that replica of the car from the film The Car. So I don't know if there's half points for that.
Oh, what do we think?
It's him.
Well, let's just, for the viewers at home, let's just say the correct answer is Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah.
But let's have an adjudicating panel for a first-time quizzer. Do we give half a point?
You're the boss.
I'm happy with half a point for Ricardo. So long as I get double points for getting a movie question right.
No, you've got to...
It's double standards!
You know the rules. 10 correct questions equals 10 points. Half a point for you, Ricardo, there.
You're a good man. You're a good man.
You've... far too generous.
If I'm not getting 2 points, then I'm not sure about Ricardo's point.
Listen, he's got all those keyboards. Give him the points.
Did I spell it right, though? Did I spell it right?
Near enough.
No idea.
Toro is Toro.
I've got that.
No, you put Tero.
Toro.
That's a point off for that, so you're back down to 1.
Excellent.
Question number 3, egg, sausage, chips and beans. And we're talking sausages. And Sausage is a track recorded by Adamant on a 2013 Adamant album. But what's Adamant's real name? A, Stuart Liddell. B, Stuart Gibson. Or C, Stuart Goddard. Bernard?
Well, I went with this logic. Liddell's a shop. Gibson's a guitar. Adamant is a god. It's Goddard.
Oh, nice logical deductions. Kenny?
Yeah, I'm rubbish with the names, but I'm pretty sure it's C, Goddard.
2 for the Goddard. Billy?
It's Stuart Goddard. His mother was Paul McCartney's cleaning lady. That's a true story.
Oh, the facts are coming thick and fast tonight. And Ricardo?
Stuart Goddard.
Which is the correct answer? C, Stuart Goddard. Well done, everyone. Correct answers across the board.
Back on 2 points.
If Ricardo wins by half point, it's going to kick off, isn't it?
Well, I've got a time.
I reckon he's probably going to win by more than that anyway. So.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Well, there's many questions to go. The next one being question number 4, bitter lager cider ale and stout. And this was a Guinness question. And I said in 2004, Guinness created a full-length action movie called Critical Assignment about a hard-hitting journalist who goes around drinking pints of Guinness. Is that true or false? Now, Bernard, you are known to drink a few pints of Guinness. After many pints, could you go around investigating things and blowing up government conspiracies?
As well, you know, yes, I can. But my answer goes this. I've been to the Guinness factory many times. They do good adverts. They don't do films. It's false.
He's gone for a falsie. Kenny?
I've just took a punt on True for a Laugh.
True for a laugh. That was almost a game show in the 1980s. Billy?
I've gone false because they don't make films about rubbish, stupid things.
Okay, and finally, Ricardo.
I've gone for false on the assumption that if it's true, then I've got a great film to watch. So it's a win-win situation either way.
Ladies and gentlemen, that statement is true. The film has got a 5.2 rating on IMDb, and here's a little.
What's it called again?
It's called Critical Assignment.
I'm going to get it off BitTorrent this evening for my tea.
The acting, well, as you can see from the trailer,
it's the kind of story Michael Power lives for. It's the kind of story he may die for.
A member of your staff has been murdered. Don't write that, Michael. He had an American passport.
He had a fake American passport.
Regarding the John Marshall murder story, that's classified. Maybe these matters are best left in the hands of the police. They investigate the crime. You write the story.
Has to be seen to be believed. So that is what I believe is referred to as content marketing. So after the Guinness, let's have some crisps. Question number 5. And we were talking about variant famous crisps that they don't make anymore. One of these is a falsie. Which one is it? Is it A, beef quavers, B, brown sauce Wotsits, or C, sweet and sour skips? Bernard, what do you think?
Dickie, on this occasion, you're talking a load of BS. Brown sauce Wotsits.
Okay. Kenny?
Yeah, I'm not really too sure, but I just went with the one that sounded the most rank, and I really don't like brown sauce, so I went brown sauce Wotsits.
Okay,
I just thought they never existed and never do exist.
Okay, well, they have some, tomato sauce flavoured crisps. Now, Billy is a corn snack connoisseur.
I'm sure I've dreamt about beef quavers, or I might have seen them in real life, but I think I've seen the others, but I could be wrong.
Okay, so you're going for the beef quavers, and finally, Ricardo, what does your nose tell you?
I've guessed sweet and sour skips in the absence of any other theories.
Ladies and gentlemen, the false corn snack / crisp is B, brown sauce flavour Wotsits.
Yeah. Good.
So back in the day, below, they used to do Chinese spicy beef flavour quavers. Oh, can you imagine?
Wow.
And yeah, I can.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be doing that later.
I've definitely smoked the quavers, and I thought that skips would float into that market, but the brown sauce, no chance.
No.
BS all the way.
Okay. Question number 6 was all about the Lancashire Hotpots, and Chippy Tea is our most streamed song on Spotify, but how many streams has it got? A, 400,000, B, 410,000, or C, 420,000? Bernard?
If the rest of the participants don't put this, I'll be very annoyed. We should be positive. It's 420s, C.
420s. I like your optimism about our popularity, Kenny.
Yeah, and as you can see, I've got my Chippy Tea Junkie t-shirt on. So I've gone big as well. I've gone C, 420.
He's going big or going home. Billy?
I'm going for 420,000 because I've listened to it 120,000 times in the last week since I got
in order to try and get paid. And Ricardo?
I've been less optimistic than the band, and I've gone for 410,000.
Ladies and gentlemen, the correct answer is B, 410,000. Oh. He knows our popularity better than the band themselves.
I know the algorithm.
He's hacked it. Question number 7 is I Fear IKEA. And I said, can you guess the type of product from the name Kallax? Is it A, a shelving unit, B, a saucepan, or C, a picture frame? Bernard, what dost thou reckon?
As soon as you said Kallax, I thought of Kalex, which is a motorcycle team. Kenny will go along with me with that. I think we're in Moto 3 for some years. That confused me, so I just wrote frame.
Okay, Kenny?
I'm pretty sure I recognise that name, and I've got a few IKEA shelves. I've got like the DVD ones, or the ones with the square boxes. I think it might be the one with the square boxes, because we've got quite a few of those in our house. So I've gone shelves.
He's gone shelves. Billy?
I've put shelves because I actually wrote something before you'd finished saying the rest of the answer. So if I get it right, it's a fluke. But yeah.
Okay. And Ricardo?
I also put shelves. It's a solid name, solid product.
I like everybody's reasoning there. The answer is A, shelving unit.
Give over.
The 77 by 147 centimetre Kallax is a mere £45. IKEA standing for...
That's the waste.
IKEA standing for quality furniture at low prices.
At low prices.
Yes. Question number 8 is Everyone Loves It, Billy. And Billy Crystal's most famous film is When Harry Met Sally. But who wrote it? Was it A, Diablo Cody, B, Nora Ephron, or C, Richard Curtis? Bernard?
Well, I thought the only name of a female writer was Ephron, so I went Ephron.
Okay. Kenny?
Again, rubbish with names, not really sure. Didn't even catch a full name. Nora something. B?
Nora Ephron. Billy?
I've gone for Eflon. I know it wasn't Richard Curtis. The first one sounded like a car.
Oh, Diablo Cody. And Ricardo?
Yes, Nora Ephron.
It was indeed B, Nora Ephron.
Excellent.
Nice.
Well done if you got that at home.
I'll tell you what, this half point might...
It might, yes. Which might be rescinded at any possible moment. Who knows?
Nil point.
all the in gags there. So, question number 9 is television, and we were talking Minder because Bob played the Minder theme tune on our live stream. Tickets available for the net here. So, what was the name of the pub in Minder? You either know it or you don't. Bernard.
I've gone with my original answer, Sheep's Head, but then I just wrote down Winchester.
So what's going to be your final answer?
Well, Sheep's Head was my first answer. So I can't have Winchester because I've only just written it down. I wrote down at the time Sheep's Head.
Honest as the day is long. Okay, Kenny?
I absolutely had no idea until you said about the Edgar Wright hint, so I went with Winchester.
Okay, Billy?
Okay, well, as Kenny once said, I often leave things blank, but not this time. But because I've focused too much on Edgar Wright rather than Minder, I've put the zombie bar.
Haven't you played that recently on Seal Street?
Yes. No more than 6 people, though.
Of course. And Ricardo?
I've also put the Winchester because it's the right answer. And I think you and me, Dickie, are the only people old enough to have watched Minder.
I
watched a bit of Minder.
Oh, no, I watched it second time round.
The correct answer is the Winchester.
It's not the zombie bar.
No, it's not. No, sorry, Billy.
Do I get half a point for knowing the answer but getting it late?
I tell you what. I will give you half a point because that half point I can see might come in handy if there's a tiebreaker.
Yeah, and I was dead honest about it.
Or if there needs to be a tiebreaker.
I was dead honest.
It's all on this last question, isn't
Not like Bob Riggles in previous quizzes, who leaves it blank and then scribbles it at the end. I put an answer down, Sheep's Head, but then realised that was wrong, and then it just came to me at the last minute.
Honesty pays, Bernard. Honesty pays.
Thank you.
So, question 10, our final question is our potluck round, and I said that Sir Cliff was nominated for a BAFTA in 1972. True or false? Again, if Bob was here now, he'd be able to do his Cliff impression, but he's not. So, straight over to you for your guess, Bernard.
Why not? I don't know. Why wouldn't he have done?
Okay.
True.
Kenny?
Yeah, I took a punt at true. No idea, but took a punt.
Okay, and Billy?
Okay, well, guys. Yeah, I'm going to go true.
And Ricardo?
Well, because I watched last week the film that Cliff made in 1972, Take Me High, I'm going false.
Ladies and gentlemen, the correct answer is false.
Oh.
I led you down a Harry Webb path.
Well, he was robbed.
Cliff has won many awards, though, and he was awarded Best Comedy Single with the Young Ones at the 1985 Brit Awards. Now then, can we start a campaign to get the Brits to reintroduce the Best Comedy Single for the Brit Awards? That could be anybody here's only chance. It's
the dream. It's the dream. It's the dream.
So who do we know? Who who can get this started? You know somebody at Radio 1, Ricardo.
I do. I know several people at Radio 1.
Well, there you go. This. We need a hashtag.
Ricardo, if you put a word in, tell them they can have an unsigned Don Estelle autobiography.
It is signed. It is signed.
It is? Oh, sorry.
I could rip the signed page out, and that would make it rarer.
So those are your 10 answers to 10 questions. We got there in the end, ladies and gentlemen, and what a fun evening it was. Lots of twists, lots of surprises, lots of cul-de-sacs. And so tot up your scores in the box below. Let us know what score you got, and we can see whether you got better or worse than the various hot pots and special guest stars that we've got on tonight. I'm just going to write down my little a reminder of the people and their orders. So, Bernard, It's going to be very exciting, and it's going to include a half point. What did you get for your score for week 25 of the Hotpots pub quiz?
Sorry, Hot Potters, I've let you down again. 4.5.
4.5. Okay. Thank you very much for that. Still everything to play for. Kenny.
I got a reasonable enough whole 7 whole points.
7
What's going on here?
10. Right. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Billy, what did you get?
I got a 5.
5 on 10, right? So this is very exciting because it all rests on this, and someone has potentially a half point.
3.
Ricardo, what was your score for this week?
5, 6, 7, 8, 7.5.
Oh!
That's bad, that.
Now, you know what I think? I think this week there's going to be 2 awards for the quizzes, because I think there should be a regular award and I think there should be a special guest award.
Is this your way of kind of backtracking that half point?
Well, no, because all the scores are valid, but what we're having is we're having 2 awards. Ricardo is the special guest winner of this week's quiz. However, in terms of the regular combatants, Kenny is the regular winner of this week's Hotpots Pub Quiz.
No, let me tell you, prior to us doing the quiz, with Bob being away, I had a text message from Bob that says, Bernard, for my birthday, just beat Kenny. I'm sorry, Bob, I didn't do that.
Never mind.
Now, I'm trying to think of what the scores were like last week, because were you 1 behind?
Oh, I don't know if I was that close.
And Ricardo is off the mark in terms of winner of the special guest award.
Special needs award.
Which will be winging its way towards you probably the next time I see you at a socially appropriate distance.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and
Ricardo,
gentlemen,
let me tell you that with your stable internet connection, you're welcome anytime.
Thank you.
In terms of scores as well.
I'm always available. Always available.
Ricardo, thanks very much for joining us. The rest of the Hot Pots, thank you very much for playing along, and thank you for playing along at home. We will see you very, very soon. Take care, everyone. Ta-ta, bye.